Day 7, non-conformity company. Just had another breakfast picnic. We've decided to make it our own thing in light of continually trying to improve our lives. And what I said yesterday, the lecture Joe Dispenza, shaking things up at the start of the day. If you start, your first half an hour of the day is very important. Everything else that you do, if you do the same things for that first half an hour, then the day's just going to roll into 95% pretty much how you think, feel and act of the days previous. So getting out for a different walk every morning, making a breakfast picnic, improving those breakfast picnics, I think I might make that my thing. There's a guy, I'll link to a book below that's been quite an inspiration. I'm reading it at the minute. I've followed the guy for years, and his name's Noah Kagan, and the book I'm reading at the minute is called $1 Million Weekend. It's all about, a bit about what Nonco's doing in ways, just setting up businesses and failing and testing things and not investing too much up front. You don't need to sort out companies, bank accounts and all these things. Just get out and start talking and helping people and doing things, and then see where that leads, and you can work everything else out as you go along. Yeah, but he was known, I've always remembered him because he loves tacos, and he always kind of intertwines tacos. So it's like Noah, the guy that loves tacos in my mind. So yeah, I think I'm going to be Michael Todd, the non-conformity company guy that loves breakfast picnics. Because yeah, you go out, you walk for an hour, you sit down, you enjoy a break with some nice drinks and food. I made some freshly squeezed orange juice today and some coffees, and a bacon and egg sandwich on some really delicious rye bread, plenty of butter and ketchup. And yeah, didn't have a thermos for the coffees, so they were a bit cold. So just going to continually improve the breakfast picnic and maybe make a business out of it, who knows. It's what we're doing. So yeah, 7 days in, gaining a bit of momentum, which is nice. Today, I wasn't sure what I was going to talk about, but probably nonco campers is relevant because I've not mentioned the camper van for the last few days, other than the fact that I'm researching and working things out. And the idea is in 3 months to have a camper van. And if we don't have it done by then, at least I'll have pushed myself to at least plan the thing out and price it up. So we will be closer to building that van. Funnily enough, this is a great, and again, my whole philosophy is just get started, get things moving, get pushing these things along, these departments and areas of life. Because the business that I had for the consulting for Nonco, under Nonco Blastoff the other day, the meeting, they have a workshop, and we just got talking about the camper vans. They've got all the tools and the setup there, and they're up for exploring building campers and tiny homes. So for now, the camper is a personal challenge to make these videos a bit more interesting. Obviously, we're talking about non-conformity company. We're also talking about building an epic camper van. And there are different ways. I mean, this camper van, I've got some really good ideas in my head. Whether we can pull it off or not, I don't know. In any case, if I bought a base van for 10 grand, say, spent 10 grand on it, it would instantly be worth a lot more money than that. Camper vans, you can almost double the money invested. Maybe not necessarily on the vehicle, but that vehicle you could then sell for 30 grand. So we could potentially build a van, enjoy it for 6 months, and going to warmer climates, etc. Because England, although it looks beautiful today, it's not always like this. And then after that 6 months, still sell the van for a profit. We will have learned more about vans by building one and being in another one. So the next van that we build will be even better. And you can then, once you get going, make money, at least break even, while continually building vans. Then I guess maybe after like 1, 2, 3 rounds of having a really good van, and then nonco campers, maybe we could start building them a bit more for a production line of camper vans, and yeah, be churning them out, building customers. There's plenty of people that are doing this online. They just started out with one van. I saw a video the other day of people that are on the 25th or 26th van, and again, they just started. So we're going to start and develop the van. So the idea of the van is having a lot of space, buying one of those big white transits, the biggest Sprinter, white van, stealth, probably brand it non-conformity company on the side and throw a few high vises on the dash to make it look like a worker's van. But yeah, lots of space, and ideally a double bed and then another bed. So, but yeah, lots of space, and obviously we need a really good kitchen area. My old van had hardly any kitchen workspace. It had a stupid little fold-out thing that was just pathetic. Pitiful amount of worktop space. I think a lot of these people that make and design the vans, the factory ones, they don't actually use camper vans. They can't do, because there's just so many ways to make these things better. And yeah, just I'll link to the guy that I found yesterday, Julex, who pumps out vans, and it was just, yeah, master craftsman on these things, and just really a lot of well thought out things, a lot of things I'd never even seen before. So yeah, trying to watch a video a day to explore the vans. Going to start drawing something out, so there's a rough idea from my head onto some paper, and then I can start sharing that. And then I'm going to make a kind of roughly know the price of the base vehicle, and there's a place nearby that we visited that turn over a lot of vans, so we can keep an eye on their website for the best deal at the right time. Best deal at the right time. And then in the meantime, also I can start pricing up batteries, working out this ampage voltage thing. There are some tools online for that. A lot of this, you know, it's the same with websites, coding, all this stuff, tech, software, everything's already been coded, and a lot of people still need it and pay for it. So you can harness that and turn it into services and mini agencies like that we did yesterday. Got a few more examples of those coming up on future videos. So yeah, this one is Nonco Campers. We're gonna, again, it's something that we want, it's something that we love, it's something that we enjoy, so we're gonna begin doing that and show by example how to go about these things and how to turn really anything into a business. I just like having lots of varied interests and things going on, and I just want a business. I love work, but I just love the idea of balancing my life and helping other people to realize that there are many different ways to structure and design your life. There's many ways to work, there's many ways to invest and do business, and if everybody just follows everybody else, then there wouldn't be any change or evolution. There's been so many changes in the world, with tech, with everything, and the internet's very new really, and if you look at the time scale, and then with the advancement of speeds of internet and the things that things can do on there, so many people are still well behind. So if you can get up to speed on just some of the tools for some of the industries, specialize in a few of those and try and blend it with your passions or your interests, and go from there. But again, just start getting out there, start talking to people, start helping people, start thinking about how you could help different groups of people, and you'll learn from us how you can take any of that and then start turning it into a business, a community, and building these kind of, I like to look at them on this digital, a lot of digital assets, like the online course I will do for Life Master. Once I've made that course, it's a digital asset. I can keep selling and selling and selling. You know, say I price it at $99. I can, you know, launch it after I've got an audience and maybe sell 100 of those. 10 grand, thanks. But then after that, I can just keep selling more and more of them. I can then improve that course with those people that like the course. I can then make another course, and a different subject but related, or more even advanced content and techniques and secrets to all this stuff. So there's a real need, I believe, for good education, good simple education, and we're just trying to give everything away in the least amount of clicks possible, with no nonsense, no rubbish. You know, we don't even ask for email addresses when we're giving away a lot of this education. So yeah, all these pop-ups and videos and put in your email here and tick this contract there, I've just had enough of that. It's just, we're just flipping the switch and just saying, right, here it is, just click there and it's there. No nonsense. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this beautiful walk, and really, if the weather residing, dependent on the weather. We're just going to do this every morning. You get out, you completely different walk, explore different areas. Your mind is not automatically not doing the same thing that it did yesterday, earlier in the day. And after yesterday, we just had a great day yesterday. It just flowed, it was natural, really balanced, and just felt amazing. Up to the breakfast picnic. We're going to see how high, to what standard we can take the breakfast picnic. I might even start a new channel profiling just the breakfast picnics, and then show you how you can, again, turn something into a business. Yeah, lots of ideas, lots to come. Really excited and quite pleased with myself, actually, that I'm on day 7 of some crazy idea that I've come up with, because again, I have been guilty in the past of starting many things and giving up. So I'm going to stick with it, and hope you're well, and hope you're gaining information from this and inspiration and just different ideas. My yoga teacher, it's a controversial line. My brother hated it, but my yoga teacher in Bali's catchphrase, one of them was evolve or die. Evolve or die. It could sound a bit harsh, but I think what he was saying, and I really like it, is if you're not moving forward, if you're not actively pushing forward, not actively consciously evolving, you're naturally going backwards, you're naturally dying. Half-life of knowledge was an interesting article I read from this, and it's like, even a heart surgeon like today, if they'd trained 15-20 years ago, like 60% of their knowledge would be redundant. Like knowledge, everything is all, our understanding of everything is always evolving and changing and moving forward. Half-life of knowledge, interesting stuff to read online. But yeah, evolve or die. We'll see you tomorrow on day 8 for, I don't know, whatever I feel like talking about.